The 2026 European defense landscape is changing faster than ever, and one system is suddenly at the center of attention: the German-American rocket system known as GMARS. In just a few years, Europe has shifted from traditional artillery reliance to modern precision strike systems capable of shaping the battlefield from dozens of kilometers away. Today, the big question is simple but powerful: can GMARS become Europe's next standard rocket artillery system? And what makes it so important for NATO and EU armies preparing for a new era of long-range warfare? To understand this, we first need to look at how Europe's artillery doctrine has evolved. For decades, European armies mostly relied on traditional 155mm howitzers, heavy tracked platforms, and limited-range rocket systems. But conflicts around the world demonstrated that modern warfare now depends on rapid mobility, long-range precision, and deep strike capability. Systems like the American HIMARS proved how much impact accurate rockets could make in shaping the outcome of a war. Europe immediately started looking for a similar or even better solution that could be built within Europe, supported locally, and deployed in large numbers. This is where GMARS enters the scene. GMARS is the result of a collaboration between Germany's Rheinmetall and the US defense giant Lockheed Martin. In many ways, it's like a European-style HIMARS but with more flexibility, more firepower, and a design optimized for NATO's modern battlefield requirements. The system uses the powerful M142 HIMARS rocket family but provides enhanced operational capability by allowing 2 rocket pods instead of 1, effectively doubling the payload without needing a full-size tracked platform. Its mobility is one of its biggest strengths. GMARS is built on the HX Series 8x8 military tracker, one of the most reliable and field-proven platforms in Europe. It's capable of moving at high speeds on road and off-road, rapidly shifting position after firing to avoid counter-battery attacks. This shoot-and-scoot philosophy is now a key requirement for all NATO ground forces. The system can fire and relocate within minutes, making it extremely hard for enemy forces to target. When we talk about rocket artillery, range and precision matter the most. And this is where GMARS shines. It can fire GMLRS rockets with a range of around 70–85 kilometers, GMLRS extended rockets with range up to 150 kilometers, and even the powerful ATACMS tactical missile capable of hitting targets at 300 kilometers. Most importantly, the system will also support the upcoming PRSM missile, which is expected to exceed 500 km, bringing Europe an unprecedented deep strike capability without fighter jets. This shift alone could redefine Europe's military posture. Now the biggest question: why are European countries considering GMARS as a standard solution? The first reason is industrial independence. Europe wants systems that can be produced locally with strong supply chains inside Europe. GMARS offers exactly that: a European manufacturing under Rheinmetall, combined with access to the world's most advanced rocket technologies through Lockheed Martin. This means faster delivery, easier maintenance, and large-scale production inside the continent. The second reason is interoperability. NATO armies rely on shared logistics, shared ammunition, and shared technology networks. If multiple European nations adopt GMARS, they would share the same rockets, launch pods, maintenance tools, and digital systems. This significantly reduces cost and simplifies training. And since the rockets are already in mass production, there is no need to reinvent the wheel. The third reason is replacement demand. Hundreds of older European rocket systems like the German M270 MLRS, the Czech RM-70, and other Cold War-era platforms are reaching the end of their service lives. Many of these need either a complete upgrade or total replacement. GMARS fits perfectly into this caper, modern, mobile, and ready for mass adoption. Germany has already expressed strong interest, and when Germany moves, many smaller European countries tend to follow because it guarantees a solid industrial and political partnership. But will GMARS truly become the next European standard? There are challenges. The first challenge is competition. Several European manufacturers are developing their own rocket artillery systems. France has the LRU program. Poland is pushing its HIMARS and HIMARS systems. The UK is upgrading its M270 fleet. Some countries may prefer their own domestic solutions rather than adopting GMARS. The second challenge is cost. GMARS is high-tech and premium in capability, which means it is not the cheapest option. Smaller European states may choose cheaper alternatives even if the performance is lower. However, for frontline NATO states near areas of strategic concern, performance will matter more than price. And GMARS offers long-range accuracy that could shape the battlefield even before ground combat begins. Another discussion is strategic dependence. Some nations prefer reducing reliance on American technology. GMARS, though manufactured in Europe, will still depend on American missile technology. This could become a political debate, especially during times of high geopolitical tension. But on the other side, many military analysts argue that relying on the world's most tested and proven rocket technology is not a weakness but a major advantage for Europe's deterrence posture. So what could push GMARS into becoming the true European standard by 2026? One major factor is scalability. GMARS can be produced in large numbers, delivered quickly, and maintained across Europe. Another factor is proven success. Once early adopters demonstrate strong field performance, more countries will follow. If Germany, Netherlands, Romania, and maybe Italy place orders, momentum will build quickly. There is also a strategic shift happening in Europe. After years of relying on air power and conventional artillery, European armies now want deeper, faster, and more precise strike options. They want missile-level capability without depending entirely on aircraft. GMARS brings that capability in a package that can be deployed within minutes, hidden easily, and used repeatedly with precision-guided munitions. By 2026, the European battlefield requirements will be clear: more long-range firepower, more mobility, and more precision. GMARS fits all three categories and offers the perfect bridge between American technology and European industrial strength. If Europe wants a unified, standardized rocket artillery system capable of delivering decisive long-range strikes, GMARS stands as one of the strongest candidates. In the end, the future will depend on political will, budget decisions, and how fast Europe can modernize its artillery forces. But one thing is certain: GMARS is not just a rocket launcher. It is a symbol of how Europe is preparing for a new era of warfare, a faster, smarter, and more reliant on precision strike capabilities. Whether it becomes the official European standard or not, GMARS is already shaping the conversation for the next generation of NATO battlefield power.